Imagine lifting your first European trophy in over 4 decades, only to be fired 16 days later. That's exactly what happened at Tottenham Hotspur, and the shockwaves are threatening to shake the foundations of one of England's most storied football clubs. But beneath the headlines, there's a much deeper crisis unraveling. A potent mix of financial constraints, furious players, and a fan base losing patience. Is this the moment Tottenham risks losing its future altogether? Let's rewind. Tottenham Hotspur, a name synonymous with flair and ambition, has often flirted with greatness without ever quite grasping it. In late May, Ange Postecoglou, a charismatic Australian coach, led Spurs to a dramatic Europa League victory over Manchester United in Bilbao. This wasn't just another cup. This was Tottenham's first piece of European silverware in 41 years, ending a drought that haunted an entire generation of fans. For 17 years, the club's trophy cabinet had gathered nothing but dust until this improbable night. Yet behind the scenes, all was not well. Despite this European triumph, Tottenham stumbled through their Premier League campaign, finishing in 17th place with an astonishing 22 defeats in 38 games. The domestic form was, in the eyes of chairman Daniel Levy, simply unacceptable. 2 weeks after the club's greatest European night in a generation, Postecoglou was gone, sacked without ceremony. But the fallout was only just beginning. The dressing room was furious. Multiple players, including popular captain Son Heung-min, had openly backed Postecoglou. He won the trophy. Nobody did it before, Son told reporters. The decision to axe both Postecoglou and Chief Football Officer Scott Munn, one of his closest allies, sparked immediate outrage. Some players reportedly want to leave, fearing for the club's direction. The media quickly picked up on the unrest, with stories of a looming revolt and the risk of a completely shattered squad. Gary Neville, former Manchester United captain turned pundit, summed up the mood. This is a symptom of something much deeper than just another sacking. But the real storm clouds gathering over Tottenham are about money and management. The club's net debt stands at a staggering £850 million, driven by ambitious stadium projects and disappointing matchday revenues. Commercial income is up by 15%, but fewer fans are coming through the turnstiles, a painful reflection of on-field struggles and eroding faith. The share price has dropped by 8%, and key players are now weighing offers from rivals. As Jamie Carragher warned, short-term thinking is killing Tottenham's long-term potential. Reports suggest the club faces a 3-window rebuild, years, not months, of uncertainty. Now the question looms, can Tottenham's management stop this downward spiral before it's too late? With a divided locker room, a restless fan base, and financial pressures mounting, the next move is critical. As new managerial candidates circle and the transfer window approaches, will Spurs find stability, or will the chaos deepen? The answer could decide the fate of the club for years to come. Now, as the dust settles at Tottenham Hotspur, the future stands at a dramatic crossroads. The club's next moves will decide not just the fate of the first team, but also the very essence of a century-old football institution. Will leadership make bold, strategic decisions, or double down on short-term fixes that have already cost them dearly? Analysts warn of two sharply different scenarios. In one, a visionary manager arrives, someone with the authority to unify the dressing room and implement a 3-window rebuild. Experts like Alan Shearer stress, a manager with a clear vision and real authority is absolutely essential. Without it, the cycle of chaos only spins faster. Candidates such as Oliver Glasner and Marco Silva are already being considered, but the stakes are higher than ever. The wrong choice now could trigger a mass player exodus and deepen the crisis. Another scenario is less dramatic but more dangerous: stagnation. Without decisive leadership, club morale will erode as key talents like Dominic Solanke seriously weigh offers from rivals. The Sky Sports desk warns that if up to 6 core players push for summer exits, Tottenham could face a rebuild lasting 3 or more transfer windows. Commercial revenue might grow by 15%, but falling matchday income and an 8% share price drop can't be ignored. Financial pressures, with net debt standing at over £800 million, limit flexibility in the transfer market and make every misstep costlier. Yet within this turmoil lie real opportunities. A strategic shift, prioritizing youth development or embracing data-driven recruitment, can help the club build a new identity and attract fresh investment. Micah Richards points out, it's not just about big names, it's about building a team that believes in the club's direction. If Tottenham can weather this storm, the payoff could be not just stability, but a return to genuine contender status in Europe. For viewers, the Tottenham crisis is about more than football. It's a living lesson in management under extreme pressure. Every supporter, every business leader can learn from what's unfolding in North London. When an organization faces a crossroads, clarity of vision and decisive action are often the dividing lines between revival and decline. In fact, the most successful clubs and companies are those that use adversity as a launchpad for innovation. Building a sustainable future often means making tough, unpopular decisions and sticking to a strategic plan, even when the crowd is impatient. Tottenham's turmoil is a reminder. Real progress rarely comes from quick fixes, but from steady, courageous leadership and a willingness to adapt. So, will Tottenham's management step up? The answer, right now, hangs in the balance. With fan protests growing and the supporters' trust loudly demanding a long-term vision, the club cannot afford half measures. Daniel Levy has promised change, but only time will tell if it's the kind that builds a legacy or just another chapter in a painful cycle. Here's a secret fact. Behind closed doors, there are already talks about a possible strategic partnership with tech investors to boost revenue streams and modernize club operations. If successful, this could be a game changer, helping Tottenham overcome their £800 million debt and reimagine what's possible both on and off the pitch. If you found this story as riveting as we did, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into global economics and technology, and let us know in the comments, what would you do if you were running Tottenham right now? Thanks for